Yo, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to TV Boy Theories. Cretaceous Season 3 is only a couple days from getting released, and man, does everybody have a lot to talk about. In today's video, I'll be joined by fellow YouTuber Jurassic Boy Carter to talk about our final thoughts on this new season. So, let's begin. So, I think the first thing we have to talk about in this video is who is Dr. Wu with when he comes to Isla Nublar. So, I really think he's working for Manticore because the genetics company Manticore has been given a very big build-up over the past few seasons, or I think he's working for Eli Mills. Nerd Boy, Jurassic Boy, what are your theories on this topic?
Yeah, personally, I think from how they've been set up in both season 1 and 2, he's most likely there with Manticore. Now, why he's with them, I can't really say because we don't know. But what I really want to know is, like, has he always been working with them or for them? Or is this only something recent, which mostly him and Hoskins have planned out together? So yeah, but I actually can't say that much about why he's with them because we don't know.
Yeah.
That's the honest answer.
The most obvious answer for this topic of why he's come back to the island is obviously E750. Like, a lot of people think he's coming to retrieve it again. But I have mentioned this in some of my other videos that he's coming to retrieve the dinosaur embryos that were left on Isla Nublar in 2015's Jurassic World. Because when Dr. Wu's on the phone call with Vic Hoskins, he does mention that the embryos could survive on the island for 8 weeks, and the kids have been on the island for approximately 8 to 12 weeks.
Yes, that's definitely a possibility, but personally my theory is that he's with Manticorp, they're retrieving E750 or something to do with E750. Possibly those eggs you saw in the lab in season 1 with Eddie, the birthday dude. I do believe that they could possibly be eggs, something to do with E750, or maybe he just wants to get to one of the labs in general to get E750 DNA or something like that.
Yeah.
But what I personally think is going to happen is that he's going to try and retrieve E750, kids are going to defeat it, it's going to die, and that's how Fallen Kingdom starts. They need plan B, so they get Indominus Rex's DNA instead, and that's how they make Indoraptor.
Yes, and even the reason why they had to collect Indominus Rex DNA is probably because maybe the kids screwed up Manticore, Eli Mills, or Dr. Wu's plan to retrieve E750 to create an Indoraptor. That's why they had to go to the bottom of the lagoon to collect the DNA from the Indominus Rex.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. But personally, again, I believe that, well, the only thing that I can't really understand is if he is with Manticorp, why are they trying to set up the Indoraptor project, or at least something like it? Because as we know right now in Fallen Kingdom, there was no mention of Manticorp whatsoever.
No.
And there hasn't been in any of the movies so far.
Yeah.
There might be in Dominion, because that comes after Camp Cretaceous, but we're talking about stuff which we've had so far.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think there's a possibility that Mills could have been working them at some point. But we really don't know, and it's kind of confusing, to be honest with you.
Yeah. While we were talking about the eggs that were seen in the laboratory, I really don't think they're E750 eggs. I think they're eggs for Spinosaurus or Ceratosaurus.
Yeah, that could be true. Like I said, everything's a possibility, and that kind of has proof to back it up, because if you go back and watch that scene when Brooklyn is in that restricted area, you do see on the computer there is something to do with Spinosaurus on it, which we don't know what was for, but yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't really think it may have been Spinosaurus. If anything, I think it may have been Ceratosaurus, if that was your second choice. Only because if you search up online anywhere what dinosaurs were in Fallen Kingdom, Spinosaurus is not on the list.
Yes.
So unless it gets killed off, and there is one in Jurassic World and we just never saw it, it gets killed off. We never see it in Fallen Kingdom. That's why.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it could be a possibility, but personally, I don't think so. But yeah,
Yeah, even Alan Grant in Jurassic Park 3, he did mention that when they encountered the Spinosaurus and they crashed their airplanes and stuff, he did mention that the Spinosaurus wasn't on Ingen's list, and and a few YouTubers have said that the same goes with the Ceratosaurus. So it could be Ceratosaurus DNA or Spinosaurus, excuse me, eggs. So that could be illegally created, and maybe that's what Eddie the birthday guy was mentioning. So we began creating monsters instead of dinosaurs. So maybe he's referencing to the Spinosaurus, the Ceratosaurus, but that's most likely referencing to E750, Indominus Rex, and Indoraptor.
yeah. I guess you could say that. Yeah, like I keep on saying, everything's a possibility, but we honestly have no idea. I'm so excited for this show. It's less than a week away. And yeah, also something about what you said with like Spinosaurus not being on Ingen's list. That was true, and it may have been true with the Ceratosaurus in that movie as well. But you got to remember that was Jurassic Park, and from what we know about Jurassic Park was a failure
Yeah,
completely. It was a disaster. So there were so many things that John Hammond was doing wrong. But then again, it is the same man, Dr. Wu, who we know as of right now is kind of, I don't want to say villain, but he's like in the shadows kind of thing.
yeah,
He's doing stuff which he's not supposed to be doing. Um, so he could have been making some dinos which weren't supposed to be made, or they weren't. No one knew that they were being made. But Spinosaurus is definitely not a possibility because there's few things to back it up. One, the computer, and two, the actual Spinosaurus bones on Main Street.
yes,
There's quite a few things, but yeah, I guess we only have a few days to find out.
yeah. So I think that wraps up everything we have to say today. So Camp Cretaceous is a few days away from being released, and we're really looking forward to it. So Jurassic Boy, I'd like to thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this video, and yeah, anything else you want to say?
Yeah, just thanks for having me, and I hope to be here again soon. Thanks.
Yes, I've left a link to Jurassic Boy Carter's channel in the description down below, and you can go check him out later. Make sure to like his videos and subscribe to him, because as I've said before, his content's very similar to mine. So if you like my content, then you're gonna enjoy his content. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on good videos like this one and better ones upcoming. Bye for now, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.